Okay, so hello everyone. This is part 11 of our Django playlist, right? In previous video, in part 10, we have discussed about Django templates and static files. Django templates is nothing but HTML, okay? And in previous video, we have seen steps to develop templates based on Django application. Steps to develop templates based application. Okay, so we have seen how to create a project, how to create an application, how to add app in settings.py, and then how to create template directory. Okay, and we have seen how we can add template folders in project configuration. So this much we have covered. So templates means nothing but HTML. In templates, we will render which file? HTML file. So before rendering the templates, or in order to go deep in templates, we should have basic understanding of HTML. Okay, so this today's lecture is dedicated on HTML basic. Okay, so we will discuss about basics of HTML. So what is HTML? HTML is what everyone knows. Basically, HTML is what? HTML stands for hyper hypertext markup language, right? So HTML stands for hypertext markup language, right? And second is HTML is a web technology which is used to develop web application. Okay, so it is, we can say HTML is a technology. With the help of HTML, we can create web application. Right? Means with the help of HTML, we can create a skeleton of a website. Right? Okay. So what is the structure of HTML? Structure of HTML page. Okay. So let's see what will be the structure of HTML page. Structure means we should have one head. Okay. There is a head section and there is an body section. Okay, and what head section consists and what body section consists? Let's understand. Okay. Okay, so note is what? Files information. We have to specify in head part only. Okay, suppose let me open VS Code. Okay, so let me create a file here like demo.html. I'm creating demo.html. So first what we write? We write doc type HTML. Okay, after that we write HTML, right? And after that what we write? We write head section. Okay, and we have one body section. Okay, so this is the basic structure of HTML. And inside the head section, what we write? We write meta, we write metadata. Metadata is like keywords, right? Author, or we can say title. These are the information we write. And one more thing, if you want to add any external file, if you want to add any external file, whether it is CSS file or JavaScript file, so we can add in head section. CSS file information we can add, okay, as well as we can add JavaScript file information in head section. Okay, so what is metadata? Metadata is nothing but data about data. Okay, data about data means it consists keywords. Okay, relevant keywords. For example, your website is what? E-commerce website. So this metadata contain what? E-commerce related keywords. Right? For example, there is a book. Okay, so book itself a data. And what is the metadata about book? Metadata of book means how many pages are there in book, right? Who is the author of the book, right? What is the title of the book? Okay, how many chapters are there in book? What is the price of the book? So these are what? These are what? Metadata of book, which is explaining about book itself. Okay, so metadata explains data about the data, right? I hope you are getting. And body, here is a body section, and this section contain what? Contains actual content. So it contains actual content which is visible on web page, right? This will be the visible on web page. And why we write doc type HTML? Okay, to indicate that it is an HTML file. Okay, to indicate, okay, what we indicate that it is an HTML page of version 5, right? So this indicate latest version of HTML, which is HTML5. Okay, so I hope you are understanding this basic structure of HTML template, right? So, so in head section, okay, this is the comment. This is ignored by the compiler. Okay, so browser doesn't read this comment. So I will write actual content. Okay, so I'm removing this information from here. Okay, and I'm removing information from here also. And what I will do in head section, I will write title tag. Okay, title tag I will write, and here I will write Django template. The Django template, right? And in body section, what I will write? I will write one heading, H1 heading, and I will say welcome to Django playlist, right? So how we can check the output of this page? How we can check the output of this page? So what you can do, you can just right click on it and you can copy this path, right? And go to the browser, go to the browser. Okay, let's say I'm opening which browser? Chrome browser, and paste that path. Paste the copied path and press enter. And you will see the output. What's the output? Welcome to Django playlist. And what's the title? Title is what? Django template. It is showing, right? So I hope you're understanding this much. Okay, so now let's discuss about HTML comment. HTML comment. Okay, HTML comments means how we can write the comments in HTML. See, in Python, we write comment with s. Okay, this is what Python comment. Okay, and how we write comment in HTML. So in HTML, we write comment like this. We use these symbols, and here we write, for example, this is what HTML comment. Okay, dash dash, right? And this is not line. This is this. Right. So this is how we write comment in HTML. This is how we write comment in Python. We already know this, right? And after that, we have tag. Okay, tags. So tags are what? Tags, or we can say elements. So elements are like what? We have title tag. Suppose this is what? Title tag. So it has a starting point, start, and this is what? End. This is what? End tag. Title start and title end. Right? So title tag we write in head section. Right? And after that we have headings. Heading tag. Okay. So what is heading tag? How many headings tags are there? So we have H1 heading. We have H1 heading. Heading 1. Okay. See, if you will write on VS Code heading 1, so how many headings we have? Actually, we have H1 to H6 headings. Okay. So I will use here shortcut to write heading. So I will write H1 multiply. Okay, H1. I will write H and dollar symbol multiply by 6. Okay, so I got how many headings? 6 heading. Okay, and we can write the content as well. So if you want to write the content, so you can write content like heading dash dollar. Okay, this dollar will replace by 1, 2, 3 up to 6. Okay, so when you press enter, so it will print H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. Or you can manually also type, right? So check the output of this. So you can see we are able to see all the 6 headings. Okay, so these are the 6 headings available in HTML, right? So let me copy this. Let me paste it here. Right, so these are what heading tags. Okay, and we have one paragraph tag as well. Okay, paragraph tag, how we write? P. P is for paragraph tag. So it has a starting and ending tag. Okay. So if you want to write random text in paragraph, so you will write Lauren and how many words you required, you can write after Lauren. So it will print this word. So see, this line is going out of this visible part. So what we can do, we can press Alt Z. When you press Alt Z, so it will come one after another. Okay. So let's check the output now. So let me refresh now. So it is printing the out. This is what paragraph tag, right? So let me just copy. If you already know HTML, then you can skip this lecture. Actually, we are studying basics of the HTML so that when we work with templates, so it should be easy for everyone. Okay, so if you already know HTML, you can skip. Otherwise, you can continue. Okay, paragraph tag. Okay, so what is paragraph tag? E tag. Right? This is what paragraph tag. Okay, and each tag have some attributes. And what are the attributes? Attributes that gives additional information to our HTML tag. How? For example, I want to change the color of this heading. So what I will write? I will write style. So what I will use? I will use a style attribute, and inside the style attribute, I will use some values like color red. Okay. And in the next heading, also I will give style attribute color violet, right? So I'm changing color of two heading by giving additional information. Okay, and this additional information is nothing but attributes. Okay, so now let's check the output. Let's refresh the page, and you can see the color has changed. Okay, so this is how we can give additional information. So let's write about attributes. Okay, so what's the attributes? As HTML attributes will provide extra information to HTML page. Okay, it provide attributes provide extra information to HTML page, right? Okay, suppose if you want to insert an image in your HTML document. Okay, so suppose here I want to insert one image. So how we can insert image? So in order to insert an image, we need to use image tag. Okay, so we will use image tag. Okay, and we have additional attribute of the image tag. One is src, and inside the src we will give the path of the image. See, image is not available in my folder, so what I will do, I'll go to the browser and I'll open a new tab, and I will search dev images. Dev means developers images. Let me write complete name, developer images. Okay, so what I will do, I will click on this picture. I'll click on this picture, and I will just copy image address. Okay, I'll copy the image address, and I'll go back to my VS Code, and here Here I will paste the address, right? So this is how I paste the address. Then what it will display? Okay, so let me refresh. So what it is displaying? It is displaying image, right? Suppose we have another attribute. We have another attribute, which is what? The name of the attribute is ALT. ALT means alternative. Suppose in case your server is down or you given the wrong path or image is deleted from the source. So in this case, suppose I'm deleting some alphabets. Okay, like this, I'm deleting. So will my image visible? It will show my image or not when I refresh? It is not showing my image. And if it is not showing my image, it should display one message. Like it should display alternative text. So here I will say image not found. Okay, so what will happen when your image will not come? It will display what? Image not found. So let me refresh this. So what it is saying? Image not found. And if you are giving the correct path to copy image address, and if you will give the correct path, it will display your image. Let me delete this once and let me give the path. Okay, so this work alternatively. Right, so let me refresh the page. So it is displaying my image and it is not displaying not found. Why? Because our image is displaying, so no need to alternative, right? And suppose if I want to decrease the height of this image, so we have another attribute which is called height. So we can give height like 200. Okay, so when you give height 200 and save it, and when you refresh it, you will see height reduce. So what we are doing, we are giving extra information to our image tag. Okay, and we are giving extra information to this image tag with the help of what? Attributes. Like ALT is attribute, right? Like height is an attribute, like SRC is an attribute. Suppose if you want to give width as well, so you can write width and how much width I want to give width like 50, 50. Okay, so now see the output. So it will display like this, but it is not looking good. I will say width is what? 350. Okay, and height is what? 100. So this is I'm giving. Let me refresh now. So it is coming like this, which is fine. Okay, so see. So to insert an image in the HTML page. Okay, so what we required attributes like SRC. We required attribute SRC. Okay, SRC what? The SRC is what? Attribute to specify location of the image. Okay, to specify location of the image, right? Inside the image tag. I hope you are understanding this. So HTML attributes provide extra information about HTML page. To insert an image in HTML page, SRC attribute we use to specify location of image inside the image tag. Right? I hope you are understanding this. Okay, so understand one more thing. In HTML, when we write HTML code, so we have starting tag and closing tag, starting tag and closing tag. But we have some tags which don't have closing tag. Suppose there is a tag called BR. Okay, BR is tag. So BR is used to break the line. Okay, so it breaks the line, and there is one more self-closing element which is HR. It display what? It display horizontal line. So when I refresh it, it will display one horizontal line, and BR is giving space and it is giving horizontal line. So these are what? Self-closing tag, right? So note, what you have to note, we have to open the tag and we are not required to close the tag. Such type of tags are called as self-closing tags. Okay. So, for example, examples are what? Okay. So, examples are what? Examples are like BR tag. Okay. And we have another tag which is horizontal line. Okay. And we have IMG tag. So, these are what? Self-closing tag. Right. These are what? Self-closing tags. Okay. So, okay. So, now let's understand how to create hyperlink. How to create clickable text or how to create hyperlink. How to create a hyperlinks. Okay, so how to create hyperlink means, let's see. So suppose here I'm writing what? Click me. Okay, so how you see when you see this text, it will look like, okay, let me refresh this. It is coming like a normal text. It is not clickable text. Okay, so if you want to make it clickable, so what you will do, you will write one anchor tag. Okay, and anchor tag start and anchor tag close, and in between you will write click me. Okay, so see, let me refresh this. Okay, it is still not clickable. Why? Because we are not giving one additional information, which is what? href. So when you give href, so initially I'm giving hash. So let me refresh. So it is what? Clickable. Okay, but it is not going anywhere because in href we have to mention the location. What you want to open when I click on this click me. So I will write the address, open Facebook page. Okay, I want when I click on that link, it should open Facebook page. So I will copy this Facebook address and I'll go to my href and I will paste it here. Okay, so when I click on it, refresh it, when I click on it, so it will open. Let me close this page. It will open Facebook page for me. So it is opening Facebook page. Okay, but it is opening on same tab. So if I want to open into another tab, so what I will do, I will give extra information, which is target. I will write target and underscore blank. So when you click on click me, it will open Facebook page on another tab. So click me, it is opening Facebook page into another page. Right. So this is how hyperlink works. Right. So I hope you are understanding this much. Hyperlink means with with the help of hyperlink we can create we can apply link on text, or we can make text clickable, right? So I hope you understood this much. Okay, right. So that's all for today's lecture. This is all about HTML basics. This lecture was dedicated on HTML basics. Okay, from the next lecture onwards, we will continue our Django. Okay, because we will work with templates. That's the reason it was important for me to tell you all about HTML basics, because some audience already know about HTML, but there are few students who still don't know about HTML. That's why I was giving the basic overview of HTML to you guys. So thank you everyone for watching this video. In the next video, we will discuss next concept. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video.